Thunder have won 4 straight, including Tuesday in Atlanta, when Russell Westbrook recorded the 100th triple-double of his amazing career. Paul George left that game with a pelvic strain. Good news on that front. Billy Donovan said PG will play tonight. Likewise, Steven Adams is a go tonight. I mentioned the standings. Clips are on the wrong side of the cut line right now, guys, and they have the 6th toughest remaining schedule in the league. OKC is 4th, as I mentioned, but their remaining schedule is the most challenging league-wide. Starting tonight, they'll play 11 straight games against teams currently with winning records. They've had injury issues, obviously, most notably Andre Robertson, the defensive stopper, went down with a major knee injury. Adams is back tonight. George is back tonight. We'll see how many minutes they can play, how healthy they are tonight. But for you guys, how deep is this team, and are they deep enough to hold on to that 4th spot?
I think, first of all, we've been a little too hard on OKC this season. To be in the 4th spot right now in the West, I think that's great. But I think it might be some fool's gold behind that fourth slot right there, that it has been a soft stretch of games that they've been playing on their side, and now the toughest part of their schedule is about to arise. And how do they react to that?
Well, what are we going to learn about them?
We're about to see if they're exposed, if they're really a 4th seed or if they're an 8th seed.
What do you think?
Well, it's only one game that separate, the teams from 9 through 4.
Yeah.
And that's, it could be fool's gold or it could be something else, and we're going to see that with their quality guys, their core guys being out there healthy. With Paul George performing tonight, a guy that, scored 42 points, 31 in the prior games versus the Clippers. So he's going to have to be out there performing at an amazing clip. Russell Westbrook is going to have to be amazing, and also Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you got a chance if you've got Westbrook on your side. He's been great in this recent stretch. He's been real good all season long. What impresses you about what he's able to put up night after night after night?
His motor, his mentality, same edge, same disposition, night in and night out. He brings that effort that you need and want from your leader of the team, and the others have to follow. When they don't have shots and opportunities, it's because they're not running the lanes and getting to open areas, because he's going to draw a lot of attention. He's going to suck the defense in, and you have to be in those spots to be able to knock down shots and open opportunities.
Just to add on what Caron was saying, we saw what he did last year in getting MVP.
Ooh.
And now you add Carmelo Anthony, Paul George. You're going to try to facilitate to get these guys involved. I think now we're starting to see him, if Carmelo's not having a good night or Paul George is not there or he's hurt, he's going to have another big game or a big night that he had previously like we saw last year. And he's continuing to do that this year.
It was interesting to me that, not unlike LeBron James in Miami when he made that switch down there, about a month, 6 weeks into the season, the roles sort of defined themselves, and the other 2 stars more or less acknowledged that this is Russell Westbrook's team, and we're going to play that way. He still runs the show. They're star players, but basically complementary stars.
Yeah, they're feeding off him, and Carmelo Anthony said it best. Look, we're going to follow his lead. We're going to follow his, his thrust, his energy, and what he brings, and then we're just going to add on. We're going to compliment him. And you see Paul George picking his spots and choosing his spots to be aggressive. You see Carmelo, being a better vet and a better version of himself, being the 3rd guy on that team and not the 2nd guy. So he embraced that role. It was tough, but he embraced it, and, hopefully it results to wins in the marathon of the season, the 2nd season in the playoffs.
Okay, so he's been a little up and down all season, and they've been as scrutinized as any team in the league because of this, this bringing together of the stars there. They have been a top 10 defensive team for most of the year. Remember, the numbers dipped, though, when Robertson went down, understandably. They've been much better in March. What is working for them defensively right now?
I think just mustering up energy. When you have injuries and guys banged up, you get other guys like role players that step up and fulfill those extra 3 rebounds or the extra 10 points. Thank God they have Steven Adams available tonight. And they're going against a beast in DeAndre Jordan. So nights like this, you have to be healthy to stress test your team going to the playoffs.
Anybody that want to make a real run at this thing, whether it's the Western Conference, the Eastern Conference, you have to understand that you have to make some tweaks and fine-tune your defense going down the marathon of the season. So that's exactly what they're doing. You're seeing a lot of teams starting to get engaged on that end of the floor. Rotation, being on the string, point of emphasis is defense, not offense. And if they continue to do that, they can be a scary team going forward because they're going to score the ball. They're going to find a way to score the ball. They're just too talented not to. And